Be a rebel. To quote Camus, I rebel, therefore I exist. In the vision of Álberkámo, a rebel is someone who learned to say no. We need to get rid of the desire to please others because we'd waste our life otherwise. We have only one life to live, and we need to live it more authentically. As an avid reader of Nietzsche, Camus considered that life must be lived fully, in a free way, that we need to create our own values and learn to be more in the present. Also, we should not be satisfied in just following a standard way of living. We need to try unexplored paths in life and have more courage to rebel against traditional values. However, Camus differentiated himself from Nietzsche. Camus stood for a balance between freedom and justice, and he didn't embrace the irresponsible freedom preached by Nietzsche. But nevertheless, he was seduced by the Nietzschean call for authenticity and for the courage to break with the traditional norms. Your freedom to be who you are and express yourself is too precious to be traded for money or for a higher status in society. It would make you feel unhappy and would add stress to your life, affecting you mentally and even physically. Give yourself the space to create something new instead of trying to be what everyone expects you to be. To be alive means to rebel. Because we're all different, what was once good for somebody may be no good at all for you today. So it's important to know yourself in order to know when to rebel. For example, imagine you're given a new job to manage a small team in a company. The previous manager was holding meetings regularly, maybe 3 times a week, to make sure everybody is following the rules. Let's consider you're a person who hates meetings, considering them to be a complete waste of time because nothing ever gets done and people don't even take notes most of the time. Therefore, knowing who you are, you should decide to rebel against this tradition. You should talk to your superior and tell them that you want to implement a new type of management, with at least one quick catch-up chat per day with each member, as one-on-one conversations are always much more effective, because you can ask much more direct questions and be very specific. While in a meeting, there's a lot of time wasted with introductions and pleasantries. Plus, people tend to be less direct and authentic in a meeting room compared to one-on-one conversations. With that in mind, you should try to push your way in life. It will be much more rewarding in the long run than following the traditional ways of doing things blindly.